about the pay to play for the Bidens, we didn't know all of what transpired, but what do we know now? Now, having followed and pulled on the strings, we now know that the Biden family created 20 shell companies when Joe Biden became vice president. We know that the Biden family got 16 of the 17 payments from Romania while he was still vice president. The president told us he had nothing to do with the Biden family's workings, but now we found out through the partner just last week that no, he literally called in.
That was House Speaker Kevin McCarthy speaking in a very serious voice about all of the corruption Republicans have uncovered in the Biden family. There's just one little problem. None of that appears to be true, at least not according to witnesses who testified under oath before McCarthy's committees. In fact, the witness McCarthy is mentioning said the exact opposite in sworn testimony before the House. Devin Archer told lawmakers that Biden never discussed any business matters with Hunter Biden's clients or friends.
It was abundantly clear, and the witness stated unequivocally that there is no evidence in his possession or his knowledge that Joe Biden ever discussed business with Hunter Biden. Joe Biden ever did anything on behalf of Hunter Biden's business interests or otherwise, never changed official policy in any way, shape, or form. And in fact, the only evidence that we have is to the contrary.
Now, the difference between Devin Archer and Kevin McCarthy is that Devin Archer risks going to prison if he lies before Congress. Well, Kevin McCarthy can lie all he wants without consequence. And boy, does Kevin McCarthy love lying.
He had dinners, and after the dinners, the Biden family got a new Porsche. They got $3.5 million wired to them. So things seem to be happening here. We also found out where President Biden told us that his family got no money from China. We now know that, yes, they did get money from China. We now know that the FBI, from one of their most prominent informants, was warned that they were told a number of years ago that they had to bribe Joe Biden. So this just raises a lot of questions.
Yeah, this does raise a lot of questions. Mainly, what drugs is Kevin McCarthy doing and where can I buy them? Because you know as well as I do that if the GOP had bank statements showing Joe Biden got millions of dollars from China, they'd be putting those papers on television every single day. And notice that last bit Kevin slipped right in there. Let's play it again and see if you can catch it.
We now know that the FBI, from one of their most prominent informants, was warned that they were told a number of years ago that they had to bribe Joe Biden.
Okay. Few problems here. First off, the whistleblower report McCarthy's referencing was anonymous, so there's no way that person could also be, quote, one of the FBI's most prominent informants. And honestly, what does that sentence even mean? It's not like they're keeping a ranking. Second, notice what McCarthy actually says about that whistleblower. It isn't that Joe Biden asked the whistleblower for a bribe. No, the whistleblower heard from someone else that other people were bribing Joe Biden, though the whistleblower admitted in his report that he had no actual proof that was true. For months, Republicans have demanded that Attorney General Merrick Garland appoint David Weiss as special prosecutor to oversee the independent investigation into Hunter Biden. Then Garland surprised everyone by actually doing that. Now those same Republicans say David Weiss, the guy they begged to become special counsel, is actually a secret Democratic stooge willing to throw away his entire career to protect Hunter Biden.
Well, this appointment is camouflage and it's cover-up. I think it's disgraceful. Listen, David Weiss was the U.S. attorney handpicked to lead this investigation, who spent the last 5 years covering it up. David Weiss, who was personally selected by the two Democrat senators from Delaware, Tom Carper and Chris Coons. For 5 years, the investigation has gone nowhere other than to protect Hunter Biden and Joe Biden.
But hold on. Last year, Ted Cruz literally signed his name to a Republican request to appoint David Weiss as special counsel. That's pretty humiliating. But then again, Ted Cruz doesn't have the capacity to feel shame. Republicans are doing everything they can to turn Joe Biden into Donald Trump, except actual juries have found actual evidence of criminal misconduct in Trump's family. But that's never mattered to the GOP. This is all about headlines and high-profile distractions. The American people are increasingly vocal about how sick they are of the constant Hunter Biden fear-mongering. That's great news for Democrats and an electoral nightmare for Republicans next year. And if you thought that was nuts, check out this video of Georgia's Marjorie Taylor Greene cheering on a voter who says Democrats should be executed.
Well, I think we're ending on a right note.
Remember to subscribe to my new solo channel, The Third Degree with Max Burns, and as always, leave a comment below so you can let me know what I should cover next.